M0FXB, welcome to my soldering table. So this is the MESHTASTIC device and it's called the Heltec version 3, and I've just decided to solder this battery to it or connect it in some way. So let's have a quick look. We'll take it out of the case. It didn't come with the case, but that's fine. It just clips into the case. You just push it from here, look where the power is, and then you just sort of pull it out reasonably easily, like so. And I just poke the cables through the bottom there from that connector. So all we're going to do really is get the connector and join it to this, but we need to make sure it's going through the case first. So I'm going to poke it back through and then just solder the wires. So I've got a battery, and then the USB will always charge the battery, and the battery I'll just stick to the bottom of the case with some double-sided tape. If you look at this battery, you can just about see the plus and the minus there, or the minus and plus. So I'm just I can either join to the wire, yeah, and just might twist it together and then just put some solder on that and then insulate it. That's probably what I'll do. And I've got one of these little mini soldering irons. I've got a proper soldering iron here, but I've got one of these mini ones. Hold that for 5 seconds and it gets really hot. It's USB chargeable, so I'll probably just use that to solder the wires together. I've got some flux that I've snipped the wire and I've folded it back. I'll just put some flux on there before I try and use that soldering iron. So the screws on like that. Obviously it gets really hot, a lot hotter than you'd expect. So you hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds, and a light does come on. Not seeing anything at the moment. If not, I'll just plug in my soldering iron. Maybe you press it there it goes. It might be that you press it 5 times. I've got this is how I clean my soldering irons, with an old sponge. So when that starts to make that noise that you'd expect from a boiling hot soldering iron, then we just got to be careful where we put this down, because it's lethal. When it gets hot, it's pretty lethal, I find. Yeah, it's starting to get hot now. So the flux is already on there. Now it's a bit more awkward to solder with the film at the same time, so we'll see. Still needs to get a bit hotter. Just wait for that to get hot. It's definitely hotter than it was. My eyes are a bit rubbish as well, mind. I'll get some solder on there. Snip it shorter before we use it. Yeah, so we've tinned those wires. We've poked these wires through. We broke that bit of plastic off to make more, so there's plenty of room. We've wrapped the coax around so we can poke the antenna back where it belongs, like so, and then we'll put the cover back on. Snaps together very nice, so we got that showing now. We'll tin those wires, join them together, solder them, then insulate, and then it's done. Stick the battery to the back. We're making progress. And I will say that this solder iron, once I let it get hot, is working. So saves plugging it in. It is tiny. It's literally tiny. But it's doing the job. Right, it's connected, and the first thing we're going to do is turn this off. So let's press it 5 times. If that doesn't do it, we'll just hold it down, like so. There you are, it's gone the sort of blue colour. Now it's such a small thing, you want to put it somewhere where it can't roll around, so I'll put it into this container here. I'll take out the sponge and I'll just leave it in there to cool down. Okay, so without shorting these wires out, we'll just show you that it's on, upside down. Got my fingers separating those wires. It's on, look, it's waiting for a broadcast. Now I'll try and get a broadcast tonight because I've been out on a dog walk and it actually did pick something up, but not a message, but it picked up a signal and it said it on screen with my dog Mazzy. But we've got another device here called a BlueStack, so I might try and get that working. So there's the BlueStack, and I use it with my ICOM. It puts on a nice little screen. It's really smart actually, but I can play with this with it and then I can change it back. So there's the LoRa board. I don't know how it connects, but I know I've got a connector, yeah, an antenna here, and a connector there. So I'm guessing that there's a connector there. Is it that connector? Or do you have to buy another connector? I'm going to have to learn on that. How it connects, I'll find a video. And then let's just insulate this and then stick the battery to the back. But you can see it works. It's going to work fine. I found some red tape. I have actually got heat shrink, which I could have used on there. We've got some double-sided sticky pads here. Just use a small piece of that. There's one lot on. Let's peel this side off. It's good stuff, these sticky pads. And then I do like the battery information showing though. See if I can do it so it shows. Looking good. And you've even got, see the battery there. Let's see if when we connect the USB, if that shows that it's charging. Well, this is what I got when I plugged it in, so I can't really tell. It's gone orange. Let me unplug it. Unplug, no orange. Now it looks like, someone tell me, but if I press this, it changes to that window. If I hold it, nothing. Is that a restart? Yeah, I think it is. And of course we can communicate this with the app on our phone and via Wi-Fi. I think we can actually pair the Bluetooth to our PC as well. Bye for now. I think it's a nice little job. The battery I bought actually to power a hotspot. You can buy one of these batteries. You buy like a board that goes beneath your Pi Zero, and then it will power your hotspot. I mean, it'll power your hotspot now. It's just that you need the board to recharge it, because I don't think a Pi Zero board has got that. So that's it, the first MESHTASTIC unit, and then hopefully maybe later tonight I'll get it talking to this. It seems like all I've got to do is get the MESHTASTIC firmware loader, connect it to this via the USB, and it'll wipe it. I need to just connect this to it as well. So we've got it is 868 megahertz. And then hopefully we should be able to get them at least talking to each other, and that'll be fun, won't it? So thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Having great fun. And if you want to speak to me, you know, one-to-one, this is what we do. Either call me on HELTECT, which is on the Midland app, which is a free download. Just find the HELTECT group. That's my little mic that comes with it. Or just call me on HubNet UK, and hopefully I'm there and I'll reply. I go on my devices, whether it's ham radio, whether it's an app, Zello or CB or anything, I go on it every day and I talk to people. Bye for now, 7-3.